Hi, how you doing? And I always say, hi, how you doing? And push my glasses up, I don't know why. I wanted to do an end of year review for the year and get this in tonight. So this is the last thing that I'm producing for 2022. And I've had to scribble some notes down because there's just too much for me to go through and think about. Anyhow, what I should start by saying thanks for watching. You guys that have recently or have been following me for a couple of years have made such a difference. I was initially looking at YouTube and it said that monetization and whatever is usually reached in the second year. And I've got to say, I got monetized in January of this year. So that's why it's a good way of closing this year off. January started with 1,000 subscriptions. So that was amazing that I got 1,000 people. And I think I picked up something like 400 in the December. I've got Joe and Vic to thank, who are Holly the Boat Cafe. I got a number of subscribers from Joe and Vic. I don't know how many of those are still with me or whether some have gone. So that was an amazing thing to do. And that sort of taught me earlier that collaborations, working together, makes such a difference. So that was great. I've got just over 2,000 subscribers now, which is just really, really cool. I'm quite pleased with it. It just feels like you're getting somewhere. It's making a difference. It is slow. I know this is a sort of painful process. I looked into it so well. I just said, and I have to edit that out. I looked into it and I knew that I'd got to treat it as a long-term project. And the only thing I could relate it to really was the educational system in the UK, probably the similar in US, where 16, 17, 18 years old, the sixth form period. Still in school, sometimes sixth form colleges, but you know, it's that early years, and that's what I treated year one like, where I was just getting to understand what was going on with YouTube and how to do things, getting used to filming, getting used to listening to my stupid voice. Year two, then I've been able to focus on content, but not probably the best content. There have been a number of family things going on. So if you sometimes think that my videos aren't good enough, I've got family things going on. I've got health things going on as well. But anyway, and that's one of the reasons for doing YouTube, so that I can be flexible. Went through that period in July, August, where I was doing one a day. That was really interesting to do. It was great to do. It was about the Festival of Glass going on here. It was about what happens each day if I put one out. It's a learning curve. Anyhow, let's go back to the education system. I'm treating this like when I've got to about 5 or 6 years, you've almost done a university degree. You've done that 3 years, maybe a post-grad, whatever. So I think by 5 or 6 years, the income from ads might afford to pay my rent on my space and a little bit of my income. And that would be so cool. That would be so good to be able to cover a couple of bills. And if it got better, I'd be so chuffed. Lately, I've been busy. We're helping out my wife with pantomime, so the crocodile's been out. So I don't know whether you've seen any of the videos, but if you scroll back a bit, you'll find a crocodile. If you just put the Worcestershire cabinet maker crocodile in, you'll see the video. You'll see what I made. I mean, it was just cuckoo. So what I've decided to do, and this took up a lot of time in December and November. What I've decided to do was going to be that I sell the crocodile, and I didn't get paid for it. I volunteered to do it. Big mistake. I'm now going to hang on to the crocodile, and it will appear in some of the videos. I think I'm going to hire it out. I say that because if you look at the market for actually buying a fake crocodile thing or costume, it's incredibly small. But actually hiring one, especially if it looks good, might recoup the money better and recoup and recoup and recoup. So I'm going to go with it. Anyhow, on top, so there will be some videos on the crocodile. I'm going to try and put the little spiky bits on the back and down the tail of the crocodile and try and make it a little bit more realistic, which I think will be good content for you, crazy for me. But if I get a chance to do it, I'll do that. I've got commissions to do. The patience of my people, the people that have commissioned me to do pieces is wonderful. And I've got a bit of a problem here, because what I do is I teach furniture makings evenings and sometimes during the day, whatever. Because of that, it doesn't give me clear, full days on, and because I'm editing videos, which I'm making in the gaps while there are people not here, like I'm just going to do one now, and I've got to do this first and then get on with that. Those gaps aren't big enough to do big videos, so I'm doing little videos, shorter videos, but then I've got to edit them, so that takes time as well. The YouTube thing is almost a full-time job, I mean, it really is. And when I'm teaching as well, that's stopping me having the time. So the days, as I say, but I'm going to be in more control this year. I've got a couple of commissions to get done in January. Sorry, I should say next year. In January, and that'll be great to get those jobs done, smiley faces, and then I can focus on what I want my channel to be more like. I've still got to put those little videos in, because what you don't know is day 1, 2, 3, day 1 of a video starts like that, goes up, and then day 2, 3 levels off, and the video can carry on, but YouTube doesn't necessarily share your things after 4 days. If you look at your favorite YouTubers, how often are they putting videos out? If they've got a small amount of subscriptions, they're putting out more. If they've got big subscriptions and they don't worry about the money and the numbers coming down, they know it'll go back up. They know what they're doing. If they've been doing it 5 or 6 years, they know exactly what they're doing. I'm still, as I say, this year is my upper 6th, and next year, starting January, will be my first year at university. Yay! YouTube University. Who knew? I think next year is going to be great. I've got lots to do. I've got tidying up to do. I've got workshops. You saw a few things about me tidying things. I just want to get more organised. I want to get on top of tools. I still haven't done that square video, which I'm dying to do. But I'm not going to take on bigger commissions. I'm going to rein those in a bit. Probably get another couple of people for students on evenings or days, maybe weekends. I don't know. I've got to think of my health as well, so I don't want to put too much on that. But I've got to bring the money in. So there's a few things I want to update. There's a lovely chair I'm looking at now, and I want to make another one of those chairs. I've already got the seats, I've already got some parts, I want to do a video on my shaving horse. You guys haven't seen my shave horse yet, which is probably one of the coolest shaving horses out there, and it probably wouldn't take me too long to do, but I want to do it justice and I want to get a finish on it. So I've got to find time to put a finish on it, film the finish going on it, film how cool it is, why I did things certain ways. I want to say thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you to the people who've backed me through Buy Me a Coffee. Super thanks. One especially, William. I know you've had a year, and bless you. I thank you. You've made a big difference, and it's seriously it makes a difference. So I'm really so thank you for that. But my thoughts are with you, William, with what you've been through in the last year. And other guys, like my evening class guys, I mean, I've got some funny ones, I've got all sorts of people, and I'm here for them to teach them, and that's teaching me to teach them, because whilst I've done teaching before, everybody's different, everybody wants a different thing, so you have to find different ways of teaching people. Sometimes you give some of them the complicated things, and then there are some, I've got to say, Andrew, blimey, there are some people who go the complicated way, and on that journey make it even more complicated, and Andrew, you do that You really do. Gary, you're a star. Matt, Mark, the others, James, Miles, Ian, Beth. I think that's all of you. Oh, if I've missed somebody out. Dave, the last guy, Ian. You're all stars, and the path, the journey you're on is a great one, and I'm here with you and going through it with you, and you're learning as well. So it's not just me; you're learning as well. So I'm learning YouTube, you learning woodworking, and you know something, with the woodworking, I'm having to learn different things to make it easier for you guys to make, so that you can achieve your goals, and flexible. I suppose that's what it is. It's all down to flexibility. I want to thank the family for putting up with me during all of this. Christmas has been hard because I didn't do Christmas shopping at all, and hey ho. Family, friends, supporters, subs, non-subs. If you're not subscribing, cool, blimey, you watched it to now, flipping press the subscribe button, for heaven's sake. What's wrong with you? Happy New Year. And I hope next year is, well, it's down to us. We've got to make it a better year. Next year is going to be, for me, a better year than this year. And I will endeavour to make it as good a year as I can for you guys watching and for the guys in the workshop. So I started with a list and I've gone, and there you go. Right, Happy New Year. Catch you soon. Cheers. If you enjoy my channel and what I do, you can donate and support the channel. If you scroll down, go to the thanks button, which is just there, hit that. You can choose to donate £2, £5, 10 or £50, which helps me improve my channel. Cheers, guys.